che le uguali non si trovano, a Vienna al Canada, na Vienna al Canada, na Vienna al Canada.
Timid man, a week has gone by, he had plenty of chances, but he made no advances. Miss Toots comes and labors to get him some money. She robs friends and neighbors, the club and the church. He takes all the money with a smile that entrances, but still makes no advances. The old woman sighs and makes languid eyes. All the drawers are wide open, all the doors are unlocked. He neither seems pleased nor shocked. He eats and drinks and sleeps. He talks of baseball and boxing, but that is all. What a curse for a woman is a timid man. Still me, oh still me, sweet thief, 4 times flight is staining my youth, and the cares of life still fleeting time. Still me, thief, for life is brief and full of theft and strife. And then with furtive step, death comes and steals time and life. Oh, sweet thief, I pray, make me die before dark death steals her prey. Still my lips before they crumble to dust. Still my heart before death must. Still my cheeks before they're sunk and decayed. Still my breath before it will fade. Still my lips, still my heart, still my cheeks, still, oh still my breath, and make me die before death would steal her prey. Oh, stop! Four times flight is staying my youth.
Right. Good. A lot of wonderful stuff. Which glacier to go up? There's so much wonderful stuff in here. What I would... if you look at the stage, have you done this on stage?
No.
Are you auditioning for it, you said?
Just in a recital.
All right. It's a wonderful thing. I think have you ever seen the piece? Has it ever been done down here? On stage?
You mean as a production?
Yeah.
Have I seen it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yes.
Okay, so in that production, were they relatively true to what this direction is in here, that she's mending the trousers and then she's getting the ironing board and she's walking around? I mean, this is a very normal woman, right? Doing sort of normal things and has this relationship with this guy, Bob, who doesn't sound terribly interesting, but probably pickings are rather slim where she lives. So she'd like to have him turn into something that he probably never will be, and is deeply conscious of time ticking away.
Yes.
Biological and all that. Great, we know that. What I think would make this pop, first of all, is not an acting thing so much as a little bit like when I was talking about the Irdische Leben. Let your voice reflect what you're singing about, versus your voice being the vehicle of what is being sung. Do you know what I mean by that?
Exactly.
Right. Well, you guys coming up now have more people listening to you talking about the type of person you are and the timbre of voice you have, and those two things being appropriate for a specific repertoire, probably than I had even in my time. And I think that that's already a problem. I want to hear people sing. I want to hear people think. I want to hear them be the person they are. And I think that that voices should reflect that. I don't want to hear a constant one color. In fact, when we talk about color of voice, I think that's your thoughts. It's like I'm speaking to you now. If I was angry, I would speak differently. If I was cajoling or seducing you, I would speak differently. However that coloring happens, and we see that in papers a lot with reviews. Oh, she colored her voice so beautifully through the Debussy in contrast to the Schumann that she sang and so forth. Well, that's not entirely untrue, but it doesn't come from a choice of making a Debussy color. It comes from, just to keep the metaphor going, it comes from the reason those songs are written versus the reason they were sung, and they're two different musical language. All I'm saying here around many, many corners is that the more casual you can sound in the recitative part, the more as if the thoughts are coming to you, and it will propel the rhythmic security of it, because it's accompagnato with an orchestra. So it's going to be pretty hardcore. It's going to be pretty accurate, right? Your thoughts are going to come quickly, but your singing of it must be very cantabile. Parlando and cantando are the same ando, right? And the funny thing about, and it's nice to work on something quiet because usually you'd stuck with some very fast Italian thing, patter song. The more you sing, the more understandable it is. So in fact, I believe that parlando is because it is a total cantando. Parlando means to speak, and cantando means to sing, right? And they all are on the word of andare, which is to go or to become or to be in emotion, right? And all I'm saying is that to be more understood, you want to sing it more. You want to have the physical elements. So when I say I want a casualness in the thing, I actually want you to sing more. What a curse for a woman, he's a timid man. That it's a real phrase, because if you start talking, and what I'm mostly concerned about is you're going to do this on a stage or something, and somebody's going to ask you to be more animate, or I just need to understand that, less singing, I need really to understand the words. Well, that very phrase, less singing, I need to understand the words more, is a contradiction. And so you have to translate that. So much of what I like to work with my young colleagues is building an index for all the nonsense that you will have said to you, and you go, what they mean is this. Right? So, and the reason I'm even saying that is because if I get what occur, I'm already stuck. What occurs for a woman is a timid man, right? If everything starts to fall down, right, we lose the resonance of the voice, and we lose kind of the magic of those texts. Can we just start again? I'll show you what I mean. A week has gone by. He had plenty of chances, but he made no advances. Period. That's all, those are two thoughts. with commas and what a curse for a woman is a timid man. That's already kind of a giggle line, you know. People kind of are going to find it charming. But by the end of the piece, we understand who this guy is. Exclamation point. A week has gone by, semicolon. He had plenty of chances, comma, but he made no advances, period. Next thought, right? You need to take us on that journey. Now, physically, I have the feeling that I mean, you're into it, it's wonderful, but I do feel that there's a certain amount of energy when you take a breath and you start to sing that very subtly goes down in your body. Mm-hmm. Don't. Keep it vibrant, keep it buoyant. Women, especially under the arms, have, keep buoyant, and so you can keep secure here. This is breathing out and staying out, anchored against this, right? And this stays no matter what. And that is a big trouble. That's a big trick because, you know, when you're singing something that is tender, or I'm asking you to be more nonchalant about this, then we tend to start doing that with our bodies. We're all products of television and film and all that kind of stuff. And all the regisseurs today want to see it in your body. Well, yes, we will eventually, but we can't throw the baby out with the bathwater, right? You still have to sing it. So let's sing it first. Let's start. Whose water bottle is it? I think it's Ezra's.
Yeah, maybe at these.
Well, actually, it gives us a nice living room feeling, doesn't it?
Okay.
We can call this an ironing board.
Okay.
All right? No. I want to stage the aria. Let's go.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
The word is timid. It's an I, right? I hear T. Timid man. Timid man. Timid man. What a curse for a woman is a timid man. Don't get hung up on that rest. It's one thought. Say it to me. What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
What a woman is a timid man.
Now say it theatrically.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
You notice how you use your hands? Put your hands behind your back. Now say it.
What a curse for a woman is a timid
Did you
man.
notice that you shoved your chin forward with the word curse? What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
Now, do you feel how the words are starting to bounce around in your teeth and your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, right? What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
Is that a horrifying thought to you?
Oh no.
It's sort of like, oh, for crying out loud.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Now do it that way.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
Curse. What a curse. Right? Just be it. What a curse for something has happened before that. You know, she probably caught himself watching him being completely Teflon, and he leaves the room, and she's just day in and day out. I mean, what else am I supposed to do? You know, I mean, good Lord, what a curse for a woman is a timid man. And then the next thought, and then the next thought, right?
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
Don't move your head. What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
What a curse for a woman is a timid
Play
man.
one measure before. Now sing it.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
Right? Now, curse is a nice, open, long thing. Keep the whole phrase in there. What a curse for a woman is a timid man. Don't let the middle of your voice start speaking. Keep it sung, right? One more time.
What a curse for a woman.
What a curse.
What a curse for a woman.
Ba-da-bum, ba-da-dee-dum, ba-da-dee-da-da.
What a curse for a woman is a timid man. Timid
It's a real
man.
vowel. Timid man, timid man.
Timid man.
Yeah. Now keep it the same. Do that.
Curse.
Yeah, and just go. Yeah. Now do you feel how the ear at the bottom has the top in it as well? Now, now, as you sing that curse, remember what it sounds like and feels like at the bottom. There's a couple, I want to see this vowel of yours because I think it needs to be more wet to the ah and the o. It all sounds a little shoved and a little bit strident. And you're probably, what, 24?
28.
Yeah, you're 24. And it's time...
Thank you.
No, and it's if your A's and E's get too short, they start being pushed on, and they'll make you tired, and they get strident. And you have a very rich, very beautiful voice. And if that ka gets locked into that you don't want to have that. So this phrase starts with the what, and everything is happy. 'Cause, even still happy, is a timid man. What a curse. Think of an up bow. What a curse.
What a curse for a
You hear that?
woman.
What a curse. What a curse.
What a curse for a woman.
Is a tear.
Timid man.
There you go. Go on, next phrase.
A week has gone by.
Away, away, awaken.
A week has gone
Yeah.
by.
If I had a mirror to show you, you would see that you go, away. And what I want you to just leave it in the same place. Away, awaken, awaken, awaken.
A week has gone by. He had plenty of
You know, this
chances.
that's the beginning, that's the link of this asp in the cathedral. And that should be the whole voice. You have to just keep that. Away, away, away.
A week has gone by. He had plenty of chances.
Good. Now, is that not easier? The sound easier?
Yes.
What feels so strange about it?
That I got used to do something specific. So
Well, yeah, okay, but do you feel like you're in less control of the text?
I think I'm less biting it.
Yes.
now.
Which is actually more understandable. Can we take the whole phrase?
What a curse for a woman is a timid man. A week has gone by.
Away, away. Keep it all vertical.
A week has gone by. He had plenty of chances, but he made no advances.
Right?
Miss Todd schemes and labors to get him some money. She robs friends and neighbors, the club and the church.
Okay, now, here, you actually need to sing that more. Because I understood, when you were lyrical, I understood it much better. I don't know this text. I'm looking it up for the first time. I don't make a habit of learning soprano arias.
I know.
Although I'm learning more of them as I teach more. It's a wonderful aria. But here, once you get into the talking thing, then really keep the bow on the string. Otherwise, we just get chatter, right? And there are thoughts that are coming to her very quickly. She's alone now, right?
Yes.
So she's mumbling to herself, right? They're coming through, and so we have to don't feel like any of this is telling somebody something. You're not communicating anything. You're letting us listen to your thoughts, right? One more time with a faster bit. Miss Todd.
Miss Todd schemes and labors to get him.
Miss Todd schemes and labors. Miss Todd schemes and labors. Miss Todd schemes and labors. Right? Do you feel it in your throat sometimes on these faster bits?
No.
Good.
But I see what you mean.
Do you feel like it's too short?
Yeah.
Yeah. Lengthen it up.
Miss Todd schemes and labors to get him some money. She robs friends and neighbors, the club and the church.
You know, it's the same thing. Giunse al fine il momento. You sing Susanna, no? The aria?
Contessa.
Have you?
Yes, I did. I sang Contessa.
Yeah, Contessa. Well, okay, but it's okay. It's to say, porgiamo, right? So it's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. This is a very good phrase. Go on. We get him some money. She robs friends and neighbors, the club and the church. He takes all the money with a smile that entrances, which rhymes with advances. Right? So you got a lot of distance to get those two threads tied up. Okay, Miss Todd schemes and labors.
Miss Todd schemes and labors to get him some money. She robs friends and neighbors, the club and the church. He takes all the money with a smile that entrances.
You know, it's funny because you sing some ah vowels very pure, and then what I wanted to talk to not just the vowel, but when you sing advances, you have a nice ah advances, and probably, and if you sing this in America, they're going to say, oh no, the word is advances, but not advances. I don't care about that. But you have such a wonderful ah, what ah, and then we come to a word like smile, right? And because it's got that diphthong, you want to bite it. You want to go smile, you know? Don't. The brilliance of your voice is not that. The brilliance of your voice is because the overtones are as high as possible. The freer your voice is, the more buzz it has. What you really don't want to start getting into is this idea that you either ping it against a wall or bite it to make it high to get that squealo in it. That's not where the squealo of a voice comes. That just isn't. That's not what you want to do, and certainly not in this character. But the word smile is like mine in German. It's an ah vowel, and at the very end has a diphthong. Smile, smile, but it's an ah and not an ah. Your ahs want to go into an kind of feeling, and your ehs kind of want to go into an kind of feeling. To me, they're all too short. And it robs of the beauty of your voice because your voice is so resonant anyway and has so much spin, but you're getting in your way, your own way, of the constants of vibration in the voice, right? Do you understand what that means?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to just right before that. He takes all the money. He takes all the money.
He takes all the money with a smile that entrances.
I didn't understand that. He takes all the money.
He takes all the money
What?
with a smile that entrances.
With a smile.
With a smile that entrances.
Is that her?
No.
No, it's not about correcting the word. It's a symptom in your singing that I'm reacting to. It's not about correcting your diction for the word smile. I hear you wanting to, for whatever reason, shorten what I say shorten or capture those rounder vowels that should be your long, loving friend, right? And it starts in this recitative because if you spend your energy on that here, when you get into the aria, the same thing is going to happen, then it really shows up. Can we go to the aria? Let's just go to the aria. Yeah, the little steal me. Well, actually, would you like to do the last line? What a curse for a woman is a timid man?
The last one.
No. Go back to with disgust. He eats and drinks and...
Sleeps.
What does he do?
Sleeps.
Oh, sleeps.
He eats and drinks and sleeps.
Okay, now, sing it. I know the Menotti wrote with disgust, but he already writes it in a musical language that has that impetuousness about it. You know, sing it as if you wonder at how he does it. He eats and drinks and sleeps, and let the musical language do the work for you.
He eats and drinks and sleeps. He talks of baseball and ball.
Okay, let's make him a horse. Let's say he oats and bales and oats. Can you do that? He oats and bales and oats.
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 Same space. He eats and drinks and sleeps.
He
He sleeps.
He eats and drinks.
Did you hear that? He eats
and drinks and sleeps.
Get it out of here. Get it out of here. It's higher up here. Let it be the rest of your voice as well. He eats and drinks and sleeps.
He eats and drinks and sleeps.
Go on.
He talks of baseball and boxing.
Yeah. Be careful with the he. Let the H really propel the length of it instead of trying to capture it as we're not going to hear. He. That's a real up-bow feeling. He eats and drinks and sleeps. He, right?
He
Hear
eats.
it?
He eats and drinks and sleeps.
good?
He talks of baseball and boxing.
Go on.
But that is all. What a curse for a
What is the word? What's the word on the top?
What?
We're up with the same thing. All what? Same thing. All
What a curse for a woman is a timid man.
You know, you're just built for singing. It's fantastic. You know, you have when you smile and you sing, you have this natural lift. When I say sing the cheekbones, I really mean that. But I'm not sure you're aware of it sometimes. There's a whole other world up here that is your friend, right? And let that always be in play. Let it be as light and as young and as beautiful as it's going to be as possible, you know? And it's interesting when you go up in your voice and you go, what? I get this, what? And you can see me when I'm working for you that I'm lifting this all the time. Whee! What? Ah, timid. It's not just at the top of the voice. It's always there, right? And this lift, what some people call the inside smile, but my problem, it's not, I have no problem with the inside smile, it has that feeling, but it's actually a specific place that What? Don't push it forward. Let it be back where the end was. Don't go. Nose and mouth. Stay up.
Is a timid man.
Man. I hear man. Man. And that vowel in the English language is a nuisance to sing. But we have to. And the only reason we can get away with it as singers is if we know it's wrapped around inside of an aw. Man. Yeah? That's what we're going to go for. Let's go on. Now don't bang on the E's. Oh my God, you know what that is? Do that again. Ya-da-dee. The introduction, the three chords. Ya-da-dee, da-da-da-dee, ya-da-dee, da-da-dee, da-da-da. It's Webern. Tief Aufblick. Wir saßen so schön. Oh my God. It's exactly the same chords. Okay, fine. Let's make it past tense. Sing stolmo, stolmo, stolmo. All O. Think about it. Don't just do it because I do it. Think about it and ingest it. Now do stolmo. Don't shift. Don't shift gears. Stormy, stormy, stormy. Right? So what I'm going to do is just keep this like an inverted megaphone. Sto. When you sing sto, here's the O. Sto, we're going to sto. Now, that feels different.
Yes.
Why? And how does it feel different? Uncomfortable?
No, it's comfortable.
But does it
No
feel
but.
woolly or weird?
No.
Inarticulate? Do you feel like you're not singing the word steel?
No, I do.
You are.
Yes.
This is to me, but can you also feel how you obviously have to give more length?
Yes.
Stoi, still me, oh, still me, sto. Do it again with the O. Okay, now, you notice how, as been working, that more and more of your energy has been going like this in your body. Get your shoulders back, shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. This is important. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees. All right, always. And this angle from here, kind of going out like this, and your mouth like this, there's a point about right here, right where they intersect. I remember once working with Pavarotti, I'm not name dropping, it was just an epiphanal moment for me, and the technique people were working on where to put the microphone. And they had it here, and they had it here, and they had it here, and they couldn't quite get it, you know. And at one point, Luciano says, oh, please, I'm trying to work here. The microphone goes here, my voice is here, my voice is here, ma che te qua quasi, you know. Oh, mi dubbio non torni, oh, la voce è qui, And what that is literally that, right? And this angle that is so natural to the body, our sternums are at this angle, right? This is what we keep in singing. That's why I'm trying to get you all to this lift and being engaged. And even though you're singing something tender, you don't collapse. You cannot collapse. It'd be like taking the bell off of a clarinet because it's a soft bit, right? Stomo, stomo, still me, oh, still. Right? So stay in it. Don't drop. Don't drop your energy. And don't feel like you have to grab something down here. You are down here, which allows you to be free up here. One more time. See, what you have to find, you know, because it's a very rangy piece. Menotti is a wonderful lyricist and a wonderful melodist, you know. That it has to be through all of the voice. Otherwise, we don't understand the words. We don't understand the meaning of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm really after. It was a beautiful beginning, right? One more time. Just keep going and singing all the sense of what it is through it, right? Keep in, there you go. Keep engaged here. Keep it up. Right? Am I right or am I right?
Yeah,
you're
right.
Okay, good. Here we go. Keep it up. Keep singing. Let's go walk. were the feelings of walking back and forth, and where are we getting to now? Are we in another place now?
Yes.
With your singing?
Yes.
You like it?
Yes.
So do we. What was that all about?
About keeping my body.
Yeah? And what else? What was the difference between going forward and going backward? What did you feel?
Well, I felt more free
When?
while walking.
Walking forward.
Yes.
What did you feel going backward? Uncomfortable because you're in heels? Yeah? But what else? So to correct that, what did you have to do? What did you become conscious of?
Of my body.
Literally your hips.
Yes.
Keeping straight. Because, I mean, if we're going to go backwards, we have two options. We're going to go backwards, or we're going to fall on our ass, or we're going to round the hips, straighten the spine, stay balanced, and walk backwards. And of course, in heels, that's even more of a challenge, right? Did you have any feeling when you sang some of the phrases moving backwards that they seemed to be freer?
Yes.
That is because the hips were rounded and anchored, the spine is lengthened, which allowed each rib to do what it does. You can try it when you're working on something. If you feel locked up, walk backwards, take steps backwards while you're singing, while you're working. Try and get this feeling, of anchor and airflow. What I'm hearing more now is just more airflow. You have a very resonant and very beautiful voice, but your voice is more mature than your body understanding, which is completely what the 20s are all about, right? And I would hate somebody just to exploit what is very exploitable with your beautiful voice and your very resonant voice, because it's really not as long and as tall. There's actually more mellifluous and long sound in you than probably even you know. You're starting to hear a little bit of it, right? What none of it is this. I just don't believe in that. This sort of hi, right? There is a certain, there's a length to it, and I get that, especially at the top of the voice. There's a release up there. But if any part of that claw comes over and clamps the sound, I think that's a mistake. If it's not a releasing feeling, then what's the point, right? Can we go on just a little bit more? And by the way, this is a whole lot more difficult to get to and figure out in a lyric slow aria than it is a faster one. Porge Amor is just built on, you can do this in your sleep. This is more difficult. Go on. Okay, you can do that better. You can do the steal my lips before they crumble. Steal my lips before For the soft singing, you would need even more anchor and more space. Still my That's all you're singing. Still my lip. Yeah, but I hear you. Do you hear you hold each one of them? You go. Still my lips.
Still my lips before they crumble to dust. Still my heart before death rust. Still my cheeks before they're sunk in decay.
Stop. Now, do you notice how working on it quietly and so on, all this is dropped again? That you have to realize there's such a relationship between this engagement here, the chest, and breathing organisms. To all steal my lips before it takes more energy, right? And when you do it, it's such a more mellifluous sound. It's such more, I'm sure it feels easier.
Yeah.
It must feel easier to you. If you don't feel better having sung it than before you sang it, you are certainly on the wrong track. That's the good news, right? Steal my, let's go at the next, just last phrase. Steal my cheeks before they sink and just decay.
Steal my cheeks.
Hear it, breathe into it. When you sing it, you're going to sing it exactly like you want us to hear it.
Steal my cheeks before they're sunk and decayed. Steal my breath before it will fade. Steal my lips, steal my heart, steal my cheeks, steal, oh, steal my breath, and make mine eye before it was still breath.
When you start singing those long lyric phrases, your voice is more mature than you are. So make sure you're not loading it. Don't take advantage of it. Don't let somebody talk you into it. Because if you start bearing down on it and it doesn't have the height in it, it'll become a problem. It'll be more difficult for you and more uninteresting. So when you have these long lines, especially on one tone, what you need to do is take this thing and sing just the vowels. And just get that flowing, because you stop so many things. And it's a mixture between how you manipulate your voice and your lack of belief that your breath is actually what's vibrating your voice. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you really need to work on that. You're right at that time now, because it could really become, it's beautiful and it's natural and it's terrific. It needs to be special. And special requires a bit more sweat and hard work from you, right? To get your thoughts. My voice works this way. My body works this way. It allows me to make those sounds and thoughts audible. Do you know what I mean? Are there some phrases that we did that made sense to you?
Yes.
Those are the ones you need to remember. That's how we learn to sing, right? A teacher doesn't teach you anything. A teacher gives you the garden tools to make your own garden, right? Okay, you're on a good path. Good for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.